This is PPMA TV, brought to you by our wonderful friends over at Markham & Marsh, and I am joined right now by the lovely Duncan from Partners in Packaging, who is going to tell us a little bit about these wonderful machines. I daren't touch them. They all look a little bit scary.
You're quite welcome to touch them by all means. And they're not scary in any way whatsoever.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about them in just a second. First, can I just ask you what it is that you do at Partners in Packaging?
I am the sales part of the company. I take care of selling the machines, marketing. One of the two directors, but the clever one's the guy who designs them. I just sell them and speak to lovely people like you.
Oh, I mean, that's quite a nice job, isn't it?
It is, very enjoyable.
Wonderful. And the company as a whole, if a customer's coming over to you, what can they expect?
We provide a range of automation solutions for trading, nesting, card feeding and press fit lidding. We deal with many of the major national food manufacturing and processing companies in the UK, helping them remove costs from the production line by introducing automation solutions.
Oh, fantastic. And we've got a couple of those automation solutions here. Should we start? Let's start with this one as we're right by it. What have we got here?
This is one of our F-Series base card feeders. This particular machine is for feeding base cards and folding them into either an L card, C card or a U card. So this particular machine, for instance, is feeding a card which it's discharging into an L configuration, and then just before, after it has product fed onto it, it would have the top folded over, so that is what you would see wrapped around the product. So if I just start it.
Okay, we're going to get a little demonstration of it. Oh yeah, look, there we go.
And using plough fold unit, we're folding the cards into an L configuration, which would typically go into something like a flow wrapping machine.
So this is saving time?
It saves typically an operator standing on the end of a line with a stack of cards under his or her arm, feeding one at a time. Some companies would have up to 2 operators doing that, and the return on investment for a piece of equipment like this can be as little as a few weeks or months. It's tremendous.
I mean, that says everything, doesn't it? Just in a couple of weeks.
Of these in the UK over the last 20 years.
Oh, brilliant. And what's been some of that feedback from your customers?
Say again?
Some of the feedback from your customers who have bought one of these.
Feedback is the reliability. You know, we can feed millions and millions of cards with 0 misfeeds. So one of our biggest customers, we do servicing of the machine every 6 months. And they typically have 15 million feeds on the count with 0 misfeeds. So that's how reliable these machines are.
Okay, so those numbers, I think, speak for themselves, don't
Absolutely,
they?
Yeah.
So we've got another machine, a little bit bigger here. Let me come around this side and let's talk about what this one does.
This is one of our A-series pick-and-place trading nesters. Typically, once again, this would mount over another production line. So it would go prior to a product loading device like a weigher or a depositor. This particular machine has been sold to one of the major supermarkets, and it's for packing, I believe, plums. So we're picking and placing 2 trays at a time, which are going into the in-feed of a wrapping machine prior to the product being loaded, and it then goes through and is subsequently wrapped. Once again, it replaces an operator, and it's an automation, high reliability automation solution, which removes direct cost from the line.
Which is brilliant, and then that man or woman power can be spent elsewhere.
It can be, yes, it can be redeployed to more meaningful tasks where they get more enjoyment out of doing the job than manually feeding plastic trays or card trays. Just as a point, this machine has the ability to handle both card trays as well as plastic trays and is interchangeable between the two. And it's one of the few machines on the market which can do that.
Which is amazing, and we are seeing it. It's been brought up time and time again today. There is a slow transition. There's still a place for plastic, but there's towards cardboard, towards items that are potentially more sustainable. And actually the fact that that can do both, it's that interim, which must be great.
It is fantastic. And as I say, we're one of the few companies that can offer an automation solution to handle both types of packaging mediums. And the changeover between the two takes 2-3 minutes.
I mean, yeah, so much time being saved. So we're here at PPMA then, and it has been busy today. How's your day been?
We've had a remarkable first day, I have to tell you. It's been the best first day we've ever had at the show.
brilliant. Oh, that's fantastic.
It's been tremendous. We missed a couple of years, and this is our first time back, I think, in 2 or 3 years. And it's been really good for us. Tremendous. It really has.
Wonderful. So why is it then so important that businesses such as yourself are at shows like this?
It's important for us to be here for 2 reasons. Firstly, we interface with other companies who are also at the show. So the big flow wrapping machine companies, it's important for us to be here to support them because we are often working with them, providing an overall automation solution. It's also important for us to meet the key buyers from the big companies that come to the show. And we've met some very high-level good contacts today who have money to spend, and I'm pleased to say that I'll be happy to take some from them.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be. So is that really the key for events like this? It's very much about meeting your current needs, but also actually looking to the future and going, all right, well, where are some new sort of networks that we can make?
It's about interfacing with customers, talking about them, what the latest trends are going to be, where we should be looking at developing new machinery, new methods of doing things, and keeping up to date with what's happening in the market.
Duncan, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much.